Over the years, BMW has been kind enough to provide RPM with some performance cars for our long-term fleet. We had a Z4 M Coupe, which was an insane little thing. We had an M3, which was a little more refined, but no less fun. And now, an M135i, a car with the spec and the technology to put it up there right with the best in its class. As if fitting a hatchback with a 6-cylinder engine wouldn't give it away, the fact that this is an M-designated car should tell you that it's not designed to be an economy-run champion. It's not a run-of-the-mill hatchback for other reasons too. It is a BMW, and a top-of-the-range one at that, so it's crammed with the toys and comfort befitting its status. Even the styling is somehow better. We at RPM have never been big fans of the 1 Series styling, but somehow the extra bits on this car kind of bring it all together. The 18-inch wheels, the mirror caps, the black anodized exhaust and everything else tell you in no uncertain terms what this car is about. It's still not the most dynamic looking thing, with those bulging headlights giving it a look that's more incongruous than intense. As you move away from the front, things improve, and the best view of this car is from the back, where you can take in its dual exhausts, the diffuser, and lights that look more regulation BMW than the ones in front. Everything on the outside tells you that this car is a hardcore hot hatch, but inside it's fairly standard BMW. There's no flat-bottom steering wheel, no big bucket seats, just top spec and typical BMW materials, but it's all fairly reserved. To be honest, we should be completely used to it by now. BMW are never ones to stray from the corporate code for any of their interiors. It is comfortable, as long as you're in the front, but something tells me that for a car with this character, it could do with a little bit more hooligan. Okay, maybe not hooligan, but certainly a few elements that make you feel like you're not just driving a regular BMW. Over the next year, we'll be making full use of the 3-litre straight-six twin-scroll turbo, 235 kilowatts, 320 newton meters, and a 0 to 100 time of just 5.1 seconds. The gearbox isn't an automatic or a dual clutch, it's a good old-fashioned manual. And all of that combined means we're going to have a pretty tough time matching BMW's fuel consumption figure of 7.8 litres per 100. With that much power and BMW's knack of making performance cars that just want to be driven, driving in a resource-conscious manner is going to be tough. But it is a car that we'll want to hit the open road with as often as possible, so that should help things a bit. Just about everything we've said about the M135i would tell you that, unsurprisingly, it is first and foremost a performance car, but we're about 250 k's out of Joburg at the moment, and the drive here was really refined. In comfort mode, the suspension is compliant, the cabin is quiet, and it's all very civilized. Maybe that's why the finishes on BMW interiors are reserved. When you want to treat it like a relaxed long-distance cruiser, or by the same token a mild-mannered city car, it's, well, relaxed and mild-mannered. BMW don't need to fit shiny bits and carbon fiber inlays and big bucket seats to make you believe that this is a driver's car, because the proof of the performance is in the driving. Some BMW faithful are upset about the fact that the company hasn't stayed away from turbo motors. There was a feeling that it was a route they wouldn't take. But while they've followed the herds as far as engines are concerned, they've stuck with their rear-wheel drive is best philosophy. Much like Porsche have perfected the engineering puzzles with having an engine over the rear axle, BMW have perfected the rear-wheel drive system that delivers safe, comfortable driving around town, but doesn't compromise on enjoyment. A day spent blasting through the mountains showed that despite the power going through the rear wheels, the M135i is composed and easy to get to grips with. In the short time that we've had the M135i, we've already seen it's a good balance between comfortable open-road cruising and real dynamic fun. Now we'll get to see what it's like on an everyday basis, rather than when we have a conveniently located mountain pass. It's a car that enjoys being driven hard, so we'll get to see if the enjoyment of the package outweighs the pain of the petrol price. BMW's turbo 3-litre 6 is typically strong in the M135i, and it gives the hatch a very healthy dose of power, but it also makes for a relaxed open-road cruiser. We're still not entirely convinced by the look of the 1 Series, although the extra styling bits and our long-termer do improve things. All in all, we're looking forward to our year with this very hot hatch.